All right, today's another video. Today's Tuesday, my day off. And you guess it, it's going to be another sports video. And then I'll do a second video, but that won't be a sports video. That'll be a topic that a lot of men behind the scenes have asked me. And wanted to give my answer on that second video, but we'll see how this one turns out before I get to the bonus video. Today's video is going to be Saturday's matchups. We got two games on Saturday, two games on Sunday, and these are NFL matchups that are going to determine which team goes to the third game and who's on their way to the road of the Super Bowl in the NFL. Today's matchup is going to be the Dallas Cowboys versus the Los Angeles Rams. And I got my crystal ball with me, and my crystal ball tells me this is going to be the highly most watched televised event, period. If you think the game that comes on before it's going to be interesting, and I'm not saying that the Kansas City game and their matchup's not going to be televised or most watched. It is, but this one's going to be the most watched, the most televised, and this one has the most implications. This is going to be a very competitive football game. This is going to be a very back and forth football game. Now, Prescott is the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. And just last week, or just last Sunday, they defeated the Seattle Seahawks in Wilson, which was a very fought hard battle in a football game. I mean, you thought Seattle was going to win, and from the looks of it, it looked like they would have won, but unfortunately, they held in there and they won. However, they're going to have to do more if they have any chance of beating the Rams. The LA Rams, they're bigger, they're stronger, they're faster, they're unpredictable. They hardly ever lose at home. They lost, but maybe 3 games this whole entire season. They have basically played everyone and they have beaten everyone. And these guys show no signs of stopping. In fact, they've become such a championship title contender that it's expected of them to win this Saturday. So everyone suspects that the Rams not only are going to win this game, they're going to win the next game and potentially make it to the Super Bowl, something that hasn't happened in the past 20 years. You know, the last time we saw the Rams go to a Super Bowl, it was in the 1990s, and it's now 2019. And it seemed like destiny has lined up in the alignment for the Rams to do exactly what is expected. So they're bigger. I'm talking about the Rams. The Rams are bigger, they're stronger, they're faster, they're unpredictable. They've got the best record, 13-3, same identical record as all the other football teams, and they have won 80 to 85% of their football games. And they hardly ever lose at home. They are hard to beat at home. Every team that thought they could beat the Rams at home lost. Even when they were down by 10 points, 15 points, 20 points. And yet, somehow, some way, this team bounces back and lays the smackdown on that candy ass. And you see, a lot of people have asked me, who you rooting for? The LA Chargers or the Rams? To me, I think the Rams are going to win this game because they're in LA, and for them to lose in their own house in front of a packed out Coliseum LA crowd would just cause a rampant riot tenfold. You heard what I said, tenfold. I mean, they're going to win the game. I mean, I can't picture the Dallas Cowboys coming in here and beating the Rams. I mean, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. I would love for Prescott and the Cowboys to win this football game, but let's be honest, that's called wishful thinking. That's like me saying I wish I had a shot with a certain girl at my job when reality, the realization kicks in, you ain't got no chance with the girl. Well, my Dallas Cowboys, they ain't got no chance against the Rams. I mean, the only way I can see the Dallas Cowboys beat the Rams in LA is if they play a perfect executed game. You got to win the first quarter, the second quarter, the third quarter, the fourth quarter. And you see, there are ways you can tell that the Cowboys might lose this game. If you just look at last Sunday's football game or the game that just passed, you beat the Seattle Seahawks, but you barely beat them, and you were in Dallas when you won. Now you're going on to the road to take on the Rams. That's the biggest challenge. If Prescott can make 5 to 10 touchdowns and drive into the end zone and do that for 4 quarters, that's the only way I see the Dallas Cowboys beat the Rams. If the Cowboys beat the Rams in 4 quarters, or if the game potentially goes into overtime, I'll go outside and I will scream my ass off that my Dallas Cowboys won. But reality says the Rams are going to win the football game. The Rams are going to dominate the football game. The Rams are going to break my heart. And I'm sure if Stephen A. Smith saw this video on YouTube, he probably would say, "That's right. You know it's true. The Dallas Cowboys are an accident waiting to happen. I tried to tell you once, I tried to tell you twice, but you don't want to listen to Stephen A. Smith. The Dallas Cowboys are their worst enemy." Yeah, that's a Stephen A. Smith impersonation. He probably would laugh at it if he saw this video. He'd be like, "Yeah, I probably would say something like that about the Dallas Cowboys." I mean, I'm just telling you, I would love my Cowboys to win, but come on, how do you go into a hostile environment, play a competitive game, and not expect the Rams to give it all they got? The Rams gonna give you 110% of their best. And just when you think these Rams are finished, they surprise the hell out of you. Now, if the game goes into overtime, the longer the football game goes, the more it goes into the Rams' favor. If the Dallas Cowboys can just play for 4 quarters of a near perfect game, I not only see Prescott win and shock the world, then they can go to the third game. And this is the greatest challenge for the Dallas Cowboys. If they knock off the Rams, then sky's the limit for the Dallas Cowboys. But you got to win all 4 quarters. And you got to hope that the game don't go into overtime. Now, what's the score of this game going to be? If the Cowboys can survive 4 quarters, we're looking at a score of maybe 15 to 20, maybe 20 to 25. If the game goes into overtime, you're looking at a score of what? 25 to 30 if it goes into overtime. If the Dallas Cowboys lose the football game, which they're expected to, then we're looking at a situation where the score is probably going to be Rams 30 to 35, Cowboys maybe 15 to 20 if they lose. So, like I said, I got my crystal ball and I'm giving you scenarios on what's going to happen. I mean, I could see Prescott get sacked 4 times. I could see Prescott throw the football all over the place, and then somewhere the second or third quarter, he loses control of the football game, and then the 4th quarter, he gets control of the football game, but then it's too late. That's what I see for the Cowboys. The only way the Cowboys can win is if they win all 4 quarters. They got to have a perfect executed game. If they make a mistake in the 2nd quarter, in the 3rd quarter, and the 4th quarter, my Dallas Cowboys can kiss it goodbye. The Rams, they're not going to make no mistake the 1st quarter, the 2nd quarter. They're not going to make a mistake in the 3rd quarter. The 4th quarter, they might make a mistake, but they would have already had the football game well in control. And you should know how the Rams is. Once they take control of a football game, you're not going to have a chance. They're going to put the game completely out of reach. And it'll be painfully obvious that when we get to the 3rd quarter, if the Cowboys ain't scored more than 20 points, you already know who the winner is and who the loser is by the time we get to the 3rd quarter. And what I don't like about Dallas's offense is that they always wait until the other team scores to respond. I would like for the Cowboys to respond first. So I could picture the game starting off with the Cowboys run out of the gate too fast and they score 3-0 or 6-0, and then all of a sudden Rams tie it up. And then all of a sudden Rams got the lead for 2 quarters. Cowboy takes the lead by the 3rd quarter, and then Rams just take it right back, and then by the 4th quarter, they get blown out or something like that. And then we could see the Rams celebrate on their field as the Cowboys scratch their head wondering what the hell happened. So that's my prediction for that game. Now, I will later in a week come back and talk about, do I think Kansas City Chiefs' chances are good? Because they're at home too. So you got 2 games on Saturday and 2 games on Sunday. So I'm making NFL playoff game predictions this week. All right. Hope you love this video. Until then, peace.